your acting moment where you thought like, okay, I made it, but when you look back at it, you're kind of like, oh, it's like that's kind of cringy.
That's a really good question. I I would still say that I don't feel that way. I feel, I mean, I've always kind of been of the mind that whatever I'm working on at the time could end at any time. So I don't think I've ever sort of really felt okay. Here I am. I'm safe. I'm in the spot that I want to be. But I do remember when I had a second guessed whether or not this was the right industry for me when I had done a few things in Halifax, and I decided that I needed to move to Toronto if I was going to have an opportunity to work on some larger productions and stuff like that. And my first audition in Toronto, I walk into the room. It's jam packed with people who look exactly like me, but 2 inches taller and more muscular. And then they take me into the sort of back room, and they're like, okay, now turn around and we're going to photograph the back of your head. And I remember thinking,
Why?
what? And they're like, yeah, it's a shampoo commercial, and we want the person with the perfect back of the head. And so before I really knew what they took a photo, and I was done, and I was out, and then I didn't get it. And I was just like, wow, like I've moved all the way to Toronto, and the back of my head wasn't even good enough, to get a job. Like, what am I doing? Unfortunately, I held out for a little bit longer, but it was one of those moments where you're like, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see how this is going to be. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to set up some, I'm going to have to set up some boundaries with, how, how I take in things from the industry and stuff.
There's probably people there that were just head and shoulders above, Like,
Oh,
oh,
that was good though. That was quick.